Gas, man. Man, some Chinese dude kicked my ass all around that goddamn train track, man. Asshole busted my earpiece, too. And the worst part, he snagged the loot. So, maybe it's time to rethink this no gun policy shit.
You know what? That's a clip from one of my favorite movies of all time. One of my favorite hood movies, too. It became a hood movie, Cradle to the Grave. Yes. And that's a scene that I really feel like the actor in that scene really got overlooked. I don't feel like they really put the proper spotlight on this man's thespian skills. I think they just kind of pigeonholed and kept him in a box because he was an MC. He was a rapper. He was a Ruff Ryder rapper. But, man, I dare say that his performance outshined most of the stars of that movie.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't have to get his ass kicked by Jet Li.
Exactly. And he's here to celebrate with us today, man. I remember Hell and Back was an album that I was really into when I was on the West Coast. That this man put out opposite of opposite H2O?
Yep.
That was the first joint that we were like, who is this dude, man? These dudes are just
having fun with that.
Yeah, you were having fun with that. And at that time, it just seemed like y'all was just churning out stallions coming out the stable. He's here today, man. He got more new music with him, man. The one only Drag On is here, man.
Yes,
Drag On
yes.
is here.
What up?
Yo, man, how first of all, how are you, man? How you been?
I'm good. I'm great. You know what I'm saying? Just over here raising my daughter.
Nice.
Nice. I mean, like she's 10 years old right now. So, that's just like my main focus on top of with this music.
Mm-hmm.
So, we just going hard, just working.
When your first album came out, man, you were very young.
Yeah, I was like, it came out in 2000, so I was 20.
You were 20 years of age. But you didn't realize that, right, HB?
No.
Because it was so much happening back then, and then there was X that came out, It's Dark and Hell's Hot. It came out, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood came out, and Ruff Ryders were like at the pinnacle of the rap game, and and you were only 20 at that time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like when we did this song with me and Juvenile, I had just turned 18.
Really?
Word up, just turned 18. I'm talking about, like, it was a club downtown, right, that always had me mad. And every time I went there, I go to the door, I hear my music in there bumping. But the security guard also worked for the Ruff Ryders, so he knew my age. He was like, Drag, I know that's your music in there, but I'm not letting you in there. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? You let me in the club. He said, Drag, I know you only 18, bro. You not getting in this club.
Damn.
So he wouldn't let you experience that?
He's supposed to be the hookup. He's a part of the crew.
Nope. He was like, this, Drag, listen, I'm not letting you in here. They got liquor in there and all this. I'm like, yo, bro, they in there playing, do y'all bust your guns and all that? Yeah, well.
How did you meet? How did the Juvenile connection happen?
DNY had asked me, like, who's like the newest artist that I really like right now that's really talking that real street shit, like, you know what I'm saying? And at the time, like all the stuff that Young Jeezy, he came out with, Juvenile was doing that.
He was doing that in the 90s and early 2000s.
Yeah, for real, he was doing that. So I was like, yo, this dude talking some real street joint. Like, he really just left the block and recorded that. So, he had a big record out, so I had called him and all that, and he just jumped right on the record, right away.
Like it was nothing.
Right away. He was like, Drag, I got you.
Let's take a listen to this. Sway the Morning Shade 4-5. Y'all remember this right here? Come on, let's turn it up. Hey.
Juvenile.
Yeah.
That go. And Swizz Beats. Yeah. Me and my niggas done lick shots, even done hit.
Hey.
Riders gonna show y'all niggas to ride the best.
Niggas bust your guns.
Hell yeah, we bust our guns.
You bitches bust your guns. Hey.
Riders gonna show y'all niggas to
Bring up. I said we got Drag On in here, citizens.
Certified classic.
Yes, indeed. That song. And even your style of rap. I always wanted to ask you that. How did you develop your style of rap at that time? Who were some of the cues you, like the influences you had, or was it?
I combined DMX and the Locks together.
What an equation.
God damn.
Word up, that's
You
it.
wasn't
You know what I mean?
playing, huh?
Yeah, for real. Like, you know, like when I got the Ruff Ryders, and I'm saying, you know, like Jadakiss and Styles P was Styles, Kiss, and Sheep was already like pioneers to me. You know what I'm saying? You know, in my book, if you work with Biggie Smalls,
Yeah.
you're a veteran in my eyes. You know what I'm trying to say?
You can't do no wrong.
So, you know, like me being over there, I said, you know what? I'm gonna combine the lock style, far as with the bars,
Uh-huh.
and X style, far as with the delivery,
Wow.
and just try to win it. Now, far as that fast flow right there, like that was just something that I just always just like to do on the side. You know what I mean? You know, like I actually came to Ruff Ryders with the fast flow and all that stuff. You know what I mean? But you know, like far as my other stuff, I just always looked up to them.
So who was at Ruff Ryders when you came? What artists were there?
DMX.
Okay.
The Locks was still on Bad Boys, but they was there though.
Okay.
And then you had Casino, you had Big Stan, you had Nardo. Like it was a.
Was Eve there then?
No.
He wasn't,
He wasn't there
yet.
yet, huh?
Wow. Okay.
Okay, cool.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, Wonder.
I had a question about Down Bottom. I still play that like every night when it's out. You know, you still play that song, but with that song and maybe like Juvenile High remix with Jay-Z were like the first two songs that really got rotation on New York radio. This is a New York City question, folks. I know we're worldwide here, but I think that's what kind of like ushered in more down south artists being able to get played. Like eventually it turned into like Little John and everything else, and now we've never looked back. How do you feel about ruining hip hop, Drag On?
Oh, stop! Don't do that. He gonna put it on Drag On, man.
No, it's all good. No. See me, you know, it's a lot of artists that's from the South and from the West Coast and all that I just love. Like, you know what I mean? You know, like I grew up on Bun B and Trick Daddy and a bunch of stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, like when I heard Juvie. And he was talking that real street shit. Is like I was able to relate to that like right away. Like, you know what I mean? For real. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, like I ain't really know what clique he was from. Like, you know what I mean? You know, he just had that record. And I was just loving that record. I think more than anybody. Like for real. For real. I think I played that record probably like 10, 15 times a day when it came out.
But how did you get introduced to Juvie? Did you hear him on a tape? Is it because you were doing shows? Because for me, that's what happened with Master P. I didn't hear him on the radio up here. I happened to go down south for a family reunion. Went to a club with my cousins and them, and I'm like, who is this dude they keep playing? And that's how I was introduced to Master P. So how did you get introduced to Juvie? Because he wasn't popping up here first.
I was a real big fan of BET Uncut, and BET Uncut was like
Bring it back. Flashback.
There you go. Yeah.
Drag On was looking at that late night ass.
Uchi Walian.
Yeah, that late night.
Okay.
So like to me, you know, like I feel as though like the BET Uncut was like really introduced like the South to the East Coast to me.
Got
you know
it.
what I mean?
Okay.
Like
Okay.
that's when I really started like, oh hold on, you know what? My next video, I ain't putting no niggas in my video. I'm putting straight asses, some fly bitches, like you know what I'm saying? So you know, like Juvie joint was playing on there.
Yeah. Okay.
And like I heard that dude, I was like, oh hold on, this dude is straight from the street, just like me. I'm going to call DNY. I said, D, listen, I need this dude right here on this record right here. They're like, what? I'm like, I'm telling you, put this dude on the record. And then right after that, too, he sold 6 million records.
Oh, did he? Okay, yeah. Juvenile did. Wow. Drag On is here. You know him from Ruff Ryders. He's doing his own thing. But we got to get a little bit of this history.
Yeah.
And talk about your relationship with Swizz Beats. How did Swizz and you connect? And then his because Swizz brought a sound to the game too that folks weren't really privy to at that time. What did you think of the Swizz Beats sound early on?
I just always thought that he was just ahead of his time. You know what I'm trying to say? Like all of this stuff that's happening right now, Swizz actually said it. He was like, "Yo, listen, see, Swizz is from the Bronx, right? He's from Gun Hill, but he was raised in Atlanta." So he was able to hear both of the different sounds. So he was just combining the Bronx with the Atlanta sound. You find what I'm trying to say? Like with that feel, with that, like, you know what I mean? So and like he used to always tell people all the time, like, yo, listen, I'm telling you right now, the South got a little wave that's coming right now. I'm telling you, it's sounding real crazy in the clubs, everything. Like he kind of like predicted it. So he was already putting it in his music. So a lot of people wasn't understanding the sound what he was doing, but it was just because he was raised in totally different places. Like, you know what I mean? So that's what it is. But me and Swizz met sleeping on the same floor together in the owner of Ruff Ryders' crib. Word, I'm saying, when I got signed to Ruff Ryders, I was completely homeless.
Okay.
So, like the owner of Ruff Ryders, which is D, he took me in this crib because he just believed in my talent, and he ain't really had that much furniture in the crib. So, as soon as I got to the crib, Swizz was there on the floor, sleeping, and all that. He got up, yo.
Scoot over, nigga.
I'm here now, baby.
One aside.
Yeah.
But what? And at this time that you were homeless, because I know that your mother had a bout with throat cancer, right?
Yeah.
And then you had a lot of family members that were just fighting different challenges that the environment bring. Where was your family at that time?
My family was just all over the place. Like at that time, like all I had was just me at that time. Where, you know what I'm saying? Like my mom's was still on drugs and stuff like that. My pops kind of like disappeared, so it was just like me and D. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, you know what I mean? Like once he brought me to his crib, then I met Swizz, and then me and Swizz just got cool and all that because we was like, you know what I'm saying? Inside the same crib, and then we just went to the studio, did like 50, 60 songs and all that, lost the files to 45 of them, something like that.
Okay.
But we were just working, so we didn't really care. We was just, for real. So like the bond just got strong through there.
The bond got strong through there. Dame Grease also is another person that for Vacant Lot that I want to shout out.
Hell yeah, shout out to Dame.
Where was Dame at around? Were you hip to
Dame? At that time, he was making hits. He was the sound of Ruff Ryders at that particular time. You know what I mean? Like the whole DMX album, the Get At Me Dog. You know what I mean? Like him and another artist named PK. Like they was like the sound and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like they did the whole DMX first album, which did like 6 million or something like that. So, yeah.
Wow. What was your best-selling album? Which one? Was it Hell and Back or was it Opposite H2O?
It was Opposite of H2O.
Yeah, and that went gold, right?
Yeah, that went gold.
Drag On here.
Yeah.
Got that gold money. When he's back, man. I want to play some new music and then open up these phone lines. Drag On is here, 888-742-3345. You got your own label now, right?
Yeah, no doubt. It's called Hood Environment. You know what I mean? Everybody, please log on to hoodenvironment.com. You already know.
Okay, Hood Environment. That's the new wave right now.
Yes.
This song right here is called Your Mama Proud. This your new single.
Yeah, no doubt. Your Mama Proud.
And what's that about?
It's about male groupies.
Oh.
Okay.
I can't stand them. Like, they get on my nerve. Like, I actually seen dudes knocking girls down to get to another dude. I'm like,
Sway knows about this.
Yeah, go on.
Like, what are you
Sway
doing? Like,
has
did
a
you
lot
just
of
knock
them.
these girls down to get
To another
to me?
man,
Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? For real.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you know what I mean? So it's like, I just got tired of it. And I ain't gonna front. Like the idea was really inspired by my man AB. Like he was like, "Yo, Drag, listen, I ain't gonna front. You gotta talk about this situation because this is a situation that's happening."
Is that abundant?
Yes.
Like
It's annoying. It's
got a lot of
crazy.
dudes on you, huh?
It's crazy. I'm talking about just trying to sneak them in people VIP, trying to act like no niggas and all that's like.
They DMing you, Drag On?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No. It don't go that far.
All right. But give out your social media. I want the citizens, man, this is Drag On, man. And this dude is back at it again. You can hit him up directly. Follow him on social media. What's your social?
On Instagram, I'm drag_on1. Show love. You know what I'm saying? Feel free to hate, get blocked ASAP.
That sounds like a song title.
And please log on to hoodenvironment.com. We there.
Okay, drag_on1.
Yes,
all right,
drag_on1.
Your Mama Proud. Sway in the morning.
What these niggas do for fame now? I guess that shit okay now.
Oh, now you got a name now. You snuck up in they VIP. Your mama proud of you. You jumped up in they video.
Your mama proud of you.
Hey, I guess that shit okay now. Well, okay, your mama proud of you.
Yeah. Man, Drag On made a song for male groupies.
Yeah.
Damn it, help them.
You niggas is the worst.
Man.
The virus.
Get away from me.
You still going to clubs?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, you never traveled alone at clubs, man. How many people you traveling with now?
About like 10 dudes.
10 dudes?
Yeah.
And you can get them all in?
Yep, get them all in.
What's the process? They see you?
They see me, and then I look back, I tell all my niggas, pull that bread out, and that's it.
Grease the palm of the security dude that no longer works at Ruff Ryders.
Dragon, why do you like having? Because I realize that there are some rappers who like to be completely on their solo dolo, and then there are some who do like to have more of their entourage. Why is that the case for you?
Just in case, like when shit pop off, we ready.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like,
simple enough.
That's just the real answer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, they have 10 dudes with them, and like 7 of them be pussy and all that shit. Like I have 10 dudes with me, and all 10 dudes is solid. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we straight up ready for whatever happened, but we not coming with that energy.
Right.
But we ready, you know what I'm saying? But we coming with straight positive energy though. Like, you know what I mean? You know, at the end of the day, we all fathers, we all trying to. But at the end of the day, we all trying to make sure that we all get back home to our kids too. So it's like, you know what I mean? You know, we just out there real heavy, and just letting people know the movement is real strong. You know what I'm saying? You know, we going hard for this whole environment thing. You know what I mean?
For the environment.
So,
But there's no problems with anyone.
Nah, it's no problems. I got no beef with no one. I love all rappers. I love all R&B singers. It's all love. Like,
You
know
never
what I mean?
had beef?
Nope.
That fake innocent nope.
Early Lenny Grant.
I know, right? Lenny Grant.
It's been a few rappers that have mentioned my name in a disrespectful way, and then I have addressed it, and then that was that. You know what I mean? But it ain't like no beef and nothing like that. I got all love for everybody. But
Okay.
no beef.
Okay.
Everything is all love.
Drag
For real,
on
for
is
real.
in, man. I feel you, baby.
Yeah.
It's 2018. We
Yeah.
ain't,
2018,
we
you
ain't
dudes out here wilding right
they
now,
tripping,
so
man.
they
They,
tripping.
they must not be loving life.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I hate being alive, so I'm tripping,
for
you
real.
know?
Hey, Drag,
I love life.
Once you kind of left Ruff Ryder and started doing your own thing and focusing on like going to another label and things like that, who outside of the Ruff Ryder and the D Camp did you get cool with that was in the music business? You know, were there other rappers from like other cities, or was there somebody else from New York?
Nobody. Like when I left the Ruff Ryders, I was by myself, grinding, going to the studio dolo, shooting my own videos, buying the camera when the cameraman get on my nerve. Straight independent shit, dog. Word. Nobody. And then, like those that reached out to me, then I feel as though it was organic, and then I was ready to work. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But me, but like far as me reaching out and stuff like at that particular moment, I was just like, you know what? You know what I mean? I was on a huge platform and still really didn't get to show the world Mel Smalls, me.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm gonna give them all me. You know what I mean? Those that want to work, reach out, holler. It's all good. You know what I mean? But other than that, listen, I am in a zone right now. Like I'm going in. I ain't really playing with niggas right now. What?
Drag on is here, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna open up these phone lines now. When you remind me of myself early in life when I would talk and I would stutter a little bit.
Yes,
Well,
I have a real bad stuttering problem.
That you had it majority of your life, or
I had it all my life.
yeah? Do you ever try therapy? I did therapy and then it somehow.
Yeah, and I'm about to.
Yeah.
And all that. Just for the simple fact that we're about to start getting back into the acting and all that. So I really got to start going. Word, I'm saying, back into it and stuff like that. But like all my life I've been stuttering and all that shit. All my niggas be laughing, and to the point where it makes me laugh. So I don't really care.
How
I love you.
That's some good friends, man.
I was gonna ask you though, Drag, how do you control? Because you're able to control it so much when you spitting that you can't hear it. Like you can hear when somebody rap that got a lisp, like Coogee rap, Lil Fame. You can hear that, but not Ozzy Davis. What's the heavier guy with the voice? James Earl Jones has a stuttering issue. Ruby D, God rest her soul, she had. Well, you never heard it when they spoke. So for you, when you rap, how are you able to not? You don't hear it.
Soon as the beat go off,
okay,
I'm in trouble. As long as the beat is on, I'm on your ass. I got you.
Wow.
That's dope though.
So
That
ain't a setup to throw a beat
Exactly.
on, man. Damn it.
Prove it.
I ain't set you up, Drag. I was just curious. I ain't set you up. I was just curious.
I got the I can't right now.
Okay, all right. I had to walk because you know anybody watching it's like here comes Sway. He gonna do that setup. I had to just
And
go
I ain't
through the
set you up.
motion.
It wasn't an assist.
Nah.
I was curious how you did it.
We got the live freestyles going on my hoodenvironment.com and all that shit. Word, I'm saying. So like we just dropped part 25. We just dropped part 26. So that's where like a lot of my freestyles going. But it's like all my life I had a real bad stuttering problem. Like you know what I'm saying. So we gonna go to speech therapy and everything and get all that stuff straight and all that just so I can get back into this acting thing.
Hey man, that's so dope.
Yeah.
You know, because there's a lot of kids too that deal with that, and if they could, man, if I were y'all, I would document that process and show people how you walking through it yourself, because a lot of folks are going to learn from it, and that's something we don't talk. I don't know. We talk about everything. We talk about mental health issues.
Yeah.
We talk about a lot of different things, but that's something I think that should be addressed.
Sway is 100% right, and I'll tell you why. James Earl Jones doesn't do interviews because of that reason. I think that's why we don't talk about it. Ruby D, I never knew you had an issue with it because we don't get to see people have the conversations, and it's like taboo. They don't talk about it. To your point, kids always make fun of it, so it's just like I'd rather not speak.
Yeah.
I didn't know because your rap when you spit is flawless. You don't even hear it.
Boy, flow is
Yes,
ridiculous.
it's crazy.
It's sicky. That's a new
It's
slang
been a
word.
whole bunch of interviews where I'd be like, that one, let me see. Nah, no way. That right there, I'm gonna have a whole stuttering day that day. Nope, I ain't gonna do it. Well, for real.
Really? Oh, okay.
But you knew you could come up here and just be yourself. Drag on, ladies and gentlemen. He's a citizen.
Sway in the morning.
Hey, man, let's play this taste remix.
Taste remix, let's go.
Sway in the morning. 888-742-3345.
Okay, first off, I'm back by word of mouth. These other rappers, they ain't what I'm worrying about.
Yeah, always like this guy's style right here. Drag on right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
He's here ever since spit these bars, man. I've been on this dude's style real tight. He's hanging out with us, man. If you want to follow him, you can follow him on social media at drag_on1.
Yes.
ON1, man. You got a lot of people on the lines, man. We're going to start in Florida. Greg, what up? Good morning.
What up, Greg?
Yo, morning crew. Yo, you say Florida, but I'm originally from Jamaica, man. I was living in Jamaica when your album first came out. I grew up on your stuff, man. I grew up on well, actually, I had the same stutter, and I knew you had a stutter before everybody knew you had a stutter.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So we're 1 month apart age-wise. And there's a lot of stuff that I know about you that I don't want to sound like a male group because you just played that song. But, but Virgin, trust me. By the way, you went gold. I think you went gold in Jamaica by itself. You should have picked up off of that album, man. Opposite H2O.
Yes.
I used to spin records, and I tell you right now, opposite H2O was in vinyl in Jamaica, on CDs, cassettes everywhere. That was my favorite album.
Wow.
Favorite album for years. I was waiting for.
Yes.
After
Greg, take a breath, Greg. Hold on, man. Take a breath, Greg. Okay, you're making your mama proud right now. All right.
Yeah, man. Really appreciate everything you did, man. It's really good music, and I'm really glad you're back. I want to hear what you come out with. Hood Environment Records.
Yes. Hood Environment.
Much from the Environment, yes. The 2007 project, I don't know what happened to it because I didn't really hear it.
Yo, Greg, check this out, Greg, you can follow him at drag_on1.
Hit me up on that joint.
And DM him. He'll love to see your DM.
Yo, shame, Greg.
We
Greg
got
shaming Sway.
Yo, that's what the song is all about.
I
It's
know.
like I'm the same age as you. You got me by 32 days. We got they love you though. Like it's folks who always wonder where's drag. That became like a hashtag. Where's drag on for a couple of years, right? And so now people hearing from you. Nicole is in Memphis. What's up, Nicole?
Hey, Nicole, what up?
What's up, guys? How y'all doing this morning?
Hey. We chilling.
Look, I was saying this was like so timely. So back in '99 in the South, at Lane College in Jackson, Tennessee, we would roll up on the campus to bust them guns with Ruff Ryders.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Damn.
Bust them guns.
Yes. So this weekend, like right now, I'm driving to Jackson for homecoming. So it's like, oh my goodness, now I have to pull out my Legacy 1999 Ruff Ryders CD.
You already know. Bring it out. Bring it out.
Bring it out, and I guarantee you tonight or tomorrow, if somebody's party, it's going to come on, and the crowd is going to go wild.
Man, that's a banger, man. What is it like? Like, only maybe 3%. Oh, by the way, Nicole, you're a citizen.
Sway in the morning.
And make sure you follow Drag On at drag_on1, and look out for this new music, Your Mama Proud.
Yes.
That's available now, right?
Yes.
Okay, on all platforms?
Yep, everywhere.
Okay, cool. To have made like there's always a song, that if you can make one song that people can remember for 10 years or more, you're in an elite group of artists.
Agree.
Just one that they could talk about. That's a badge of pride for you, that folks?
Yeah, for real. Like, see, like, it's all shocking for me still to this day. Wonder why? Because when I first did the record, right?
Yeah.
Because of the hook alone, my record label, the majors, everybody, I'm talking about all the A&R, they was like this, yo, Drag, look, this is going to be a hot street joint, but it's not going to really go like that big because the hook is like, do y'all bust them, do y'all fuck them till they come? So you already know the radios is not going to really fuck with it, ain't going to fuck with it. And then we went to Florida for Memorial Weekend. Every single vehicle had it in their car.
Wow, everyone.
Yo, every car. I'm like, yo, hold up, what the fuck? Yo. Shit was like a parade of just that one song. So when I got back to New York, all the DJs, on Hot 97, everybody flex. Angie Martinez, like they were just going there and water because everybody was out there for that memorial. You know what I mean?
Oh, they saw it.
So everybody see that,
yeah.
like, yo, what the hell is this song? They playing, like, I know, and it was crazy too, because that's the joint where Hov had that, he had that jigger. So I'm like, damn, that shit is killing them right now.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yo, damn, that shit, like, I hate that song is on this album with this record here. That shit was bodying them, but every car was playing that, do y'all niggas bust your gun? Crazy, like, you know what I mean, for real. So, it definitely went past what everybody said.
I feel like there are a lot of newer, younger artists that are 20 now, like you were when you first came into the game, that your style is compatible with, especially with Your Mama Proud. Have you reached out to any of those, or any of the younger artists reach out to you to work? Not
yet, but I do got my eye on a few artists that I definitely want to work with, you know what I mean, as far as the new artists and stuff.
Like who? Anybody in particular?
Davies.
Oh, he was just here 2 days ago. Yeah, Davies, yeah.
Davies.
Damn, that would be banger.
That would be dope.
They got Beloved album with Stiles P, him and Davies just put out.
Yeah, like I would love like a crazy hook from Ace Boogie.
A Boogie with the hoodie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that would be dope. Yeah,
up,
he's a great hook singer.
I like his hook game. You know what I mean? For his hook game is crazy. You know what I mean? So it's a few that I'm gonna reach out to.
Yeah. I'm glad that you open to reaching out to him.
Yeah.
A lot of folks close that door.
Yeah.
And then I think they close the door on opportunities. Pharaoh's on the line from Arizona. Say hello to
Pharaoh,
Drag On.
what's
What up,
poppin'?
Pharaoh?
What's going on? I just want to let Drag On know. Number one, support Sway in the morning. Listen every morning.
My man.
That's what's
want to
up.
let Drag On know that I've been writing this screenplay. It's actually a sequel. I've been working on it for about 4 years, but I had him in mind for the main character, so I'm definitely gonna follow him and try and get the information to him.
Yep.
And that's basically
Let's
all
do
I
it.
want to keep it short. definitely, yo, I'm not no male groupie. We keep that shit straight up and down like 6 o'clock, yo.
All right. All right, no doubt, bro. No doubt,
Bro,
no doubt.
Reach out
Appreciate
to
the
him.
love.
Send him a DM.
Yeah.
You're a citizen.
Sway in the morning.
All right, man. Look, man, I want to thank you for coming through, bro.
Yes.
This was a great conversation, man.
Appreciate it.
Man, continued success. Man.
Appreciate it, man.
Continued success, man.
Big.
Okay, and
All
then
Glocks down.
all right,
Real.
and make sure y'all get that single "Your Mama Proud." Follow him at Hood Environment.
Yes.
Hood Environment on social media. You can see all the stuff that Dragon has going on.
Drag_on1 on Instagram. Please log on to hoodenvironment.com.
All right, you put out a song called "He Ain't Real."
He Ain't Real featuring Mano.
Well, it gotta be real if Mano's on it.
Yeah.
Hashtag that hoe, no love, hardcore, backseat, car flow, no teeth, straight though.